Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on in. Listen, I come to give you all this message. And I want you all to know, I talked about the spirit of excellence prior to this video, but it's okay. And this is something similar. Go watch my video on the spirit of excellence. But this is a continuation of that. This is part 2. I'll name this part 2, spirit of excellence. Whenever you are operating, right? Whenever you are doing anything, I don't care what it is, you want to have a spirit and a mind of leaving things better off than you found it. Leave things better than you found it. You want to be so responsible and so good or so different, so chosen, because it's what chosen ones do. So chosen. Whenever you go somewhere, whenever you connect with someone, whenever you step foot in any place, be different, stand out, leave a place better than you found it. Leave that job better than you found it. Don't have an attitude. Don't get upset even when people are not treating you the best way. When you go into a place, you go into this place thinking, because this is the spirit of excellence. You go into this place thinking, how can I improve? What can I do to improve this place? How can I leave my children better off than I found than they came in this world? How can I leave this job better off? How can I leave this friendship better off? What can I do to improve or make this friendship better, this relationship better, my children better? You always want to have the spirit of better, the spirit of improvement, the spirit of this is how I think. I don't know how I get this way. I guess it's character building, all that personal development I've been doing. But I'm always looking to make things better off than I found it. Always looking, my kids will tell you, I'm always doing a little extra. Sometimes going over and beyond. Just a little bit. Not too overboard, but just extra. Going over and beyond to make things better. If I see something on the ground of the floor at work, pick it up. Don't walk past it. It's not the janitor's job. It's your job too. Leave a place better than you found it. It is okay. You can be different. You don't have to have the attitude of that's someone else's job. No, it's your job. This is what an excellent spirit does. And you're not doing it to show off. That's who you are. That's your character. I know for me, that's my character. If I see something I'm picking it up. If I see something in the hallway or on the ground or at church, if it's something I'm walking by, I pick it up. I can't pass by it unless I just don't see it or, I don't have time. But most likely 9 times out of 10, 9.99999%, I'm picking it up. I'm going to make it better. I'm going to clean up. I'm going to clean up behind myself. I'm going to throw stuff in the garbage. When you finally take control of yourself and be responsible for making things better than you found them, watch how doors open. Watch how much favor you have. Not saying you're doing it for favor, but let that become part of your character. And you will always have a door open for you. You will always be cared and looked out for. Because you are working on your character. You're developing your character. You don't have to be like everyone else. You're meant to stand out. You're meant to stand out. I like for people to, and I do it humbly. I don't do it in pride, but I like to go places and people be like, who is this? Who is she? Who this? Like the old folks say, who this? They don't say who is this? Who this? Where does she come from? We never had a person that take their job serious or operated in this manner or operated in this excellent spirit or do the best that they can do. I like for people to miss me. I like to leave things better off to people talk about me months and years after I've left that place. Because I operated in the spirit of excellence. I treated people well. I don't care. And people will get jealous of that, but you can't worry about that. You have to work as if, like I said, you're working unto God. That's how it's supposed to be. You leave place, and I try to teach my children that you don't have to do what everybody else is doing. You don't have to be lackadaisical like everybody else. You don't have to not take your job serious. You're there to work, and you work even if you don't get promoted. Your promotion comes from God. You work as if you're working unto him. He will promote you. Do what you're supposed to do. Don't do what everyone else is doing. Make sure the work is done. One thing I loved about myself when I was younger, you're not going to find me chit-chatting if I got work to do on the job. If I'm working, you're going to find me deeply immersed in my work. And if I'm not immersed in my work, I'm going to find something to do. I blow the trash out of the keyboard to keep myself busy. I get the little spray things, and I'll find something to do. That's just me. I'm not there to be wasting time, stealing time, wasting people's time on the job. That's not who I am. I'm going to find something to do. You don't have to tell me what to do. I'm going to figure out if something needs to be done. I'm going to figure it out. This is why I know I'm an asset wherever I go. Wherever I go, I'm going to make the place better than it was before I got there. And I don't say that in pride and arrogance. I just say that because that's how God wired me. Wired me. So be wired in the spirit of excellence. You want to be blessed. I got to go.